Good morning. Happy Sunday morning, and welcome back to Fox House Creations, where today we're going to look at some of the aftermath of yesterday. I did work on plastering part of the walls there, and you can see the shape of the fireplace and where the batten board will go. So, and I think it's actually called batten board or wainscoting. I should have looked up wainscoting, but I didn't want to go to that great detail on the wainscoting, so I just did the spackling here or joint compounding that you see. And again, like I said, Ara Bentley has a really good video on this procedure, and no need to copy when she's done such an excellent job of explaining it. So it's just a mixture of glue and joint compound, and this is how I do it. And I did decide last night that there where I'm putting the texture on the walls will be a storage area because, in fact, this is an attic. And I had a subscriber ask me if I was designing this myself or if I was um, using a pattern. This is actually a pattern, but and the basic shape of the pattern is the same. I have not changed anything other than what I'm putting inside of the actual attic and the way in which I'm decorating it. The structure is a pattern. Everything else that I'm doing is my work, other than the window. And I decided not to put the window in or the dormers. So, yes, this is a pattern, but you can decorate it however you like. So, here I'll finish up this section of the joint compound, and I actually have two more walls to go, and I won't do those on camera. What I actually plan on doing today is a brief picture or a brief video on getting the floor in, and I do plan on using popsicle sticks, but I have to cut the ends of them off, and there is something else I wanted to do, but right now it's escaping me. So I definitely want to finish the floor. I want to get the roof on, and I want to go over to the San Franciscan and glue the second side of the top floor in and possibly put the towers in. I know that's a lot of work, but I think that I can get it done. And if not, then Wednesday night we'll be here. And the back side of that, I think that I probably won't need to spackle a lot because it's not going to be noticed. There will be a door on there. However, the door will be open and closed depending on what Granny's doing and what Granny's up to. But that extra little room there is probably going to be a mock bedroom. I'll probably put a few pictures on the wall just to give it that there's something back there look. And other than that, there won't be too much going in there. And I guess when you look at the pattern in the book, that's what it was intended for, was to be a, I call them peekaboo rooms, where it's not really a room, but it's a room. And so that's why I decided not to put the window in the attic. Attics really don't, any of the attics I've ever seen, honestly, don't have windows. And I just felt like personal choice. It made it look too much like a regular room, maybe a living room, not so much an attic, other than in the photo, which you'll see later, they have a lot of stuff up there. And so for me, I'm decorating this with the mindset that this is Granny's place to get away from it all. Granny takes care of a large family. There's a lot of people that live downstairs. And so this is where she sleeps and she gets her privacy. So um, her family, knowing this, have set her up in this attic so that it's her comfort zone. And this is where she writes letters and reads books and enjoys a fire. And so as much work as she does for the family gives back to her in comfort, creature comfort. They take good care of Granny. And so she'll have this nice little attic to hang out in. I'm showing you, I'll cover the ceiling section of the Granny's attic with that compound, but I'm thinking I may put some beams in. This is the batten board section, and you'll see I keep sticking my finger in that. I didn't realize it was wet, even though I know it should be. So here's a piece of the batten board, and I'm just going to put it on those sections and then glue it in. That way, I don't have to fight with whether or not it's going to stick or stand up. So in the end, that's how it'll look all the way across. And then there'll be that section right there. That's how it will look. That section will have a couple of pieces on it. And then these shelves, which are coming up, are going to go in that little nook. I'm sure I showed you the shelves, but that's what I'm going to do. And there'll be shelves all the way up and down that wall. There's where the last piece of wainscot or batten board goes. And then, of course, you see the blank space for the fireplace. And there is a ceiling portion that goes in here. Sorry about seeing the back of my head. I think I'm looking for those shelves, to be honest with you. Yes, so that's going to all be shelves all the way up the wall as far as Granny can reach, and those will hold maybe art supplies. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to utilize that space for shelves. And I'm thinking Granny's going to get a little chair for in front of her fireplace, and then towards the front there she'll have a little arts and crafts area, maybe a sewing machine. But that's going to be her, like I said, her comfort zone. And these pieces I'll paint. I'm showing you paint. I know I'm going to paint them, but I don't know what color yet. So I'll be giving that some thought. And I may age it. I may stain it. I'm just not sure yet. But I'm going to give it a shot with popsicle sticks. I've never had much luck with them because of warping. But I'm going to use something really heavy to hold it down and hopefully keep it from coming up. So that'll be that process. And here I'm showing you the pattern. I have several patterns, so I'm going to play around with the floor this morning after I clean up my mess. And so, to be honest with you guys, I really do want to do the popsicle sticks, but if I can come up with a better plan for the floor, I might. Not sure yet. We'll see. At any rate, Granny's attic is coming along. We're almost to the point of just accessorizing it. And again, I'm not sure what we're going to put in there, but when I do put the floor down, I will Mod Podge it to keep it from getting wet. It'll just put a moisture barrier over it. Not that I need it, but over time, things warp. Heat and sun, glue, yeah, just stuff. So I want to cover it with the Mod Podge, and I want to make it shiny. Shiny is the key. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Keep in touch. This is going to be really nice. Happy crafting!